Well, we have a special guest with us today, Bob Engle, who is a traveling pastor. And, along these lines, thank you for coming in, by the way.
Yes.
People turn to you, I'm sure, for help a lot. And one of the things that people, that Marcy did touch on, is that you think that you're a burden to somebody when you're asking for help. But when you make somebody feel like they can add to your life, you're also helping them at the same time.
Yes.
What do you say to people that feel overwhelmed and are afraid to reach out?
Well, let me just give an example, just real quick. So I had to get to the airport, Uber ride. It's a great place just to talk to people and about life. And the individual was just hopeless and without any peace.
The driver?
The driver.
Oh.
Yeah. And so just natural conversations about life. And so he asked me, so what do you do? I said, well, I'm a pastor. And I told him, I just said, I find hope and peace as a Christian in a person, Jesus Christ. And it just opened up a conversation about his life, his struggles, his upcoming divorce in 1 week. And I think listening and giving and speaking hope and peace, at least is a first step to help people.
You just happened to come into the diner for breakfast this morning, so we hope we're not interrupting your morning
The coffee's
meal.
good here. The coffee's really good.
But we appreciate it. So you're a traveling pastor, but are you associated with a local church or organization here in New Jersey?
Oh, great question. I actually work for a Christian ministry called World Impact. And so it was birthed out of the Watts riots. So we're 50 years old. And our role is to work with the poor. We started primarily in the inner cities of America. And then God has just opened up doors for us internationally.
One of the things I love about this program is seeing right over my shoulder, there's 3 gentlemen here that have breakfast here. It's their routine. And I think that's part of what Connecting America is bringing people together. And I think, Pastor, the longest study ever on happiness shows that relationships are key. So what do you urge people that are feeling lonely today? What should they do?
Man, that's great. In fact, I facilitated a gathering of international leaders last year, and it was on friendship, just relationship.
How important is that?
I think it's at the top of the list. Once again, as a Christian, Jesus came down. God spoke to us in relationship. Jesus just mingled with people, ate fish with them. I'm sure he cooked a great fish sandwich. It was just awesome. And we lose sight of that. And religion, I'll use the word religion, is more, or Christianity is just more than a creed. And to build relationships with people and to listen. And it's just like, I'm not sure how else to say it. I just totally agree with that. I love relationships, and you got to work intentionally and hard at it.
Yes.
In all things, you can get caught up in the trappings of, the material world and everyday life. So you're saying, friendships are important, but man, I can't meet this person because I have to work, or I have to do this, or I have to go there. And being able to find that type of time is not easy for people.
Yeah.
What do you recommend in terms of trying to, like you said, to show hope and peace and happiness through just communicating with other people?
Yeah. I think the word I would use again is intentionality. You have to be intentional. I'm not sure how else to say it. We especially in the West, you go to internationally when I travel, it's just a different worldview and how they look at relationships and community and things like that. Here in the West, we have to be intentional. And so discipline. So I'll be meeting with the pastor here in just a couple minutes, and there's probably about 10 other pastors I can meet with. So it's just a matter of you look at, this sounds really boring, but you'll look at your schedule and say, I'm going to put this person here. I have to say no. Now it's okay to say no.
Yep.
And to have when you say yes, then you're focused and intentional about the relationship that you have right in front of you.
That's a very interesting way to put it. So you don't know how it's going to end.
No.
You don't know how the conversation is going to go, but you're being intentional about actually getting it started.
Yes.
And does the person that you're meeting with know that you're now a television star?
No. No one does.
Gonna find out soon.
Appreciate
He
you
will
being
find-
here.
Oh, thank you
Go
so
get
much.
some hot breakfast.
I
all
will
right?
do that. Thank you so much.
Pastor